you also have a book out, so you
do.
had time to be an author and all these things. So tell me more about this book of yours.
Okay, so and there it is. So, do you want to know about the book or the journey of me writing?
Both.
Okay, so I'll start with the journey first. I've been writing since before I started writing books. I was writing songs.
You was. Oh, I know about the
Yes,
songs.
yes, I was writing songs. I started writing songs when I was like 13, and then I got into the book thing at 15. But before I started writing books, I remember it plain as day. It was everything happened in the summer of 2003. That's when I first realized that I like boys in 2003. This is when I really got into the writing literature thing in 2003. I was 14. My mother was watching All My Children. She loved All My Children. My mother was watching All My
Me
Children, One
too.
Life to
Yeah.
Live, General Hospital. She will also put a little bit of As the World Turns in there. She'll put a little bit of Guiding Light in there. She'll be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So one day, me and my sister used to always wonder, why does she watch this? Why does she watch this? So one day I was watching All My Children with my mom. I'll never forget what was going on. I think Erica Kane was going to get married to Jack Montgomery, and that's when Greenlee came in and interrupted the wedding and said that she was his daughter.
Yes,
And
I remember.
Erica knew the whole time. And I was sitting there watching it. I'm like, oh, this shit good.
So you
And
got into it. Yeah.
yeah, this shit good. Oh my God, this shit good. So my mama was telling me, so I watched it. Like that's back when my mother was working for the postal service then. So back then she would get off of work around like 12, just in time for All My Children to come on. So I would sit there watching it with her all summer. And my mom was like, now tell me what happened. But then again, don't tell me what happened. I'm watching on SoapNet later on tonight. I said, okay. So I'm sitting there watching it. And I was like into it. Then when Michael Campius got murdered and stuff, I was really in. So I started going to so that's when I went to high school. That's the year I started ninth grade. So I was only looking at All My Children, but then I got wrapped up into I was looking at my mother's soap opera digest magazine. And I was
Wow.
looking at the Days of Our Lives stuff, and they had the Salem Stalker, and I was so into it. I was into it. So I said, I'm going to write my own soap opera. That's what I did. So I was writing and I would pass it around to the girls in my class and they would read it and they were like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? So I was writing it every day. And like it would be every page would be an episode. Every day I give it to the girls in my class. They'll read it every day. They'll be into it too. Like, oh my God, they'll be into it. So when I was like in the 11th grade, I started writing a book, my very first book. And one of my favorite movies of all time is Soul Food. And I always wanted to write a book about a family,
Okay.
a dysfunctional family, because I have a dysfunctional family. So I could relate. So I
Right.
was writing a book, and this is so funny because I brought this up at my book release the other a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago. It was my very first book that I wrote, and it was like inspired by soul food. And me and my cousin Reggie, once again, we was watching Jerry Springer. And these two women were arguing over this man that was sleeping with the both of them, but was also sleeping with a man too. And they were going back and forth, back and forth. And the girl was like, first you sleeping with a hoe, now you sleeping with a boy. And then the girl was like, hoe? And she was like, yes, hoe. Then the girl was like, bitch, please. And I said, that's the name of the book. The book gonna be called Bitch Please. That's the name of the book. So that was my very first book was Bitch Please. I never reviewed it. I never put that out. It was terrible. I never put that out. But that was the very first book. So I was writing books like every year. And I just got my jump drive from when I went back home in Mississippi to visit. I have every book that I ever wrote on a jump drive. So with this particular book that you just put up, that I just put out, I wrote that book in 2011. And what I did with that book was I took the elements of my soap opera watching,
Okay.
and I mixed it up with my favorite reality TV shows. So it's like a mixture of it's like you reading urbanized All My Children mixed up with the love and hip hop type
And
of thing.
a little bit of Tubi TV.
You could say that, like it's giving
Yeah,
it. It's like an urban
yeah,
soap opera with a touch of a
right.
reality show,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
also giving a little bit of zane at the same time. Like
Okay.
it's giving
Okay.
all that. Like if you ever read like a Carl Weber book, it's like
Mhm.
that. You know
Yeah,
what I
my
mean?
mom loves Carl rather, but yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, congratulations on that, on the new book. Please make sure you purchase. I'm gonna have all of this in the description box, by the way. So you're gonna be able to get access either way. So I really I'm proud of you on that journey as well.